Okay. So what is today's topic, guys? What is it we are discussing today? Any idea? What is the topic? Guys, put that in the chat box, no, please. Exactly. So it is inheritance and polymorphism clubbed together. Okay. So let me start off with the topic. Okay. So then session happens on inheritance and polymorphism. Okay. So the reason I club these together is because I think polymorphism cannot be achieved without inheritance, or inheritance is so much dependent on polymorphism, or it's, that is the reason. So I thought I'll club both these chapters together so that it is easy for me to explain things. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll take up inheritance first. Okay. And then, through this chapter, we will learn polymorphism also. Fine. Is that okay, guys? Just say okay in the chat box if you're okay. Right. So we'll start with inheritance. Okay. So having said that, first question to you all is, you can unmute yourself and talk to me. Okay. So what exactly do you mean by inheritance? We have discussed this earlier, but still, what is your opinion on inheritance? What do you think inheritance is? What is inheritance in object oriented programming? What do you think inheritance is, guys? You can unmute yourself and you can talk to me. Okay, so that we can proceed further, else rather wasting time. What is inheritance and why do we need inheritance? Anyone? I'm waiting for you, guys. Waiting for you.
Sir,
Yeah, Lakshmi. Thank
the
you so much,
child
Lakshmi. Yeah.
the child inherit features
Hmm.
from parent,
Okay.
and the child individually can inherit other features apart from the
No,
parent.
no, it's not child inheriting. Okay. So come again, once again, Lakshmi. Can you tell me?
The child inherit features from the parent.
So you mean to say there would be a parent, correct? No, there would
Yeah.
be a parent. Okay, I'll call this parent. Okay, and then you would have a subclass or a child class. You can either call it as a child class or a subclass, or inherited class, or all those. Okay, you can call this as super class. Parent can be called as a parent class, super class, base class, or whatever it is, right? So your child class, okay, basically inherits from your parent class, correct?
Yeah.
So, as you said, when I say child class is inheriting from parent class, okay. So, what is the meaning of that? The meaning of that is that child will acquire all the properties that are there in parent to itself. Yeah. Got what I'm
Okay.
saying? Did you understand what I'm saying? You just put that in the chat box. Did you understand what I'm saying? When I say child is inheriting from the parent class, it means, okay, child will acquire the properties of the parent class into itself. Is that okay? Did you get that what I'm saying? Okay. Now along with it, okay. So everyone here, put that in the chat box. No, everyone, and put that in the chat box. Okay. Yeah. So if you have doubts, you can ask me. I'll answer your question. Okay. So what I'm trying to tell you is, when you have a child class, even this is a class, it's a separate class. This is one more class. Okay. So when a child class is inheriting from the parent class, all the properties of the parent will be part of your child class also. Okay. And now you tell me the second statement. Now you told some second statement.
The child can privately have other
No, no,
features
no, not
apart
like
from
that.
the.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, so apart from child inherits features of parent. Okay, so apart from that, it can also have its own features. Is what I'm
Concern.
trying to tell you. Okay, it can have its own features, right? So parent is very good. Okay, something like that, or some. So child will inherit the qualities, good behavior of parent. Okay, along with it, child can also have few bad behavior like smoking and all those things, right? So that is belonging to the parent. Is that okay? Did you, I mean, that is belonging to the child. Did you understand this? Okay, so child can acquire certain properties of parent, and child can have its own properties also. Okay, so having said that, if you make any changes, okay, to the properties of child, that will not reflect in the parent, is what I'm trying to tell you. Making changes to the child will not reflect in the parent. Is that okay? Is that okay, guys? Did you understand this, everyone? Yeah. So when I say like that, okay. So when I create an object of a child, when I create an object of a child, if this is an object of a child, okay, then it will also contain the properties of your parent also. So the child's object is nothing but child's properties as well as the parent's property. Is that okay? You understand this part? Is that okay with everyone? Yes, no, guys. I'm going very slow so that it's a very important topic. You guys have to understand each and everything. I'll be discussing a lot of things over here. Is that okay? Yeah. Now, having said that, you want me to? Can I remove this? Yeah. Okay. So, having said that, tell me, why do we need inheritance? Basically, what is the use of inheritance? You can unmute, you can talk to me, you can, even if it is wrong, it's okay. Why do we need inheritance? Why should we inherit from the parent? What exactly is the meaning of that? Can anyone tell me? What is the meaning of inheritance, or why do we need inheritance? Guys, anyone? Guys, anyone who knows, can you just, you can type, or I'm waiting for you. Tell something, okay, please, else I'll not know. To avoid code redundancy. Danya Manjunath, code reusability. So can you tell me what is the meaning of that code redundancy? Danya Manjunath, what do you mean by code redundancy here? Can you, is there a possibility for you to unmute and talk to me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Danya. What do you mean by code redundancy, Danya?
Repeating the code, sir.
Example?
Repetition of the code.
Example? You're right. Actually, you're right. So what do you mean by that? Redundancy and all that? What exactly do you mean by that?
So I mean,
Hmm.
there's no need to write the code again for certain member function.
Okay, so for example, listen to me carefully. Suppose you have a teacher class. Okay, you have a teacher class. Okay, I'm just giving an example, though this is not a real effective example, but I'll be able to explain you something, right? So this is your teacher example. Okay, and teacher will teach, no? Yes or no? Teacher will teach. Okay, so we have two types of teachers. One is, say C teacher. Okay, one is C teacher. Okay, and the other one is say C++ teacher. Is that okay? CPP teacher. Guys, is that okay? Okay, so does this satisfy easier relationship? Does this satisfy easier relationship? Yes, no? Okay, so C teacher is a teacher, CPP teacher is a teacher, correct? So therefore, this satisfies inheritance relationship. And now, don't you think C teacher will be teaching? Yes or no? C teacher will teach, no? Correct or not? C teacher will teach, and CPP teacher will also teach, correct? Now, instead of having two different methods over here, two different methods, okay, so what we can do is that, so now teach, I have to write here as well as I have to write teach over here also. Don't you think now, as Danya said, code redundancy is happening? It means there is a repetition of a code over here. Yes or no? Okay, teach method is also here and teach method is also, right? So you'll have to basically, you are rewriting the code, correct? So what you can do is that instead of rewriting the code over here, you can actually commonly write a teach method over here. Okay, and then if you inherit, what happens is you need not rewrite that code, okay, in C teacher and CPP teacher. Automatically when you inherit, no, this teach method will be available to C teacher as well as CPP teacher. Did you understand what I'm saying to say, tell you guys? I can repeat, if you can, if you want me to repeat, I can repeat. Okay, it's very important, so don't hesitate to ask me to repeat. You understand what I'm saying? So initially what happened, okay, see here, listen to me, what happened here. Okay, so I wrote teach method here. Okay, and I also wrote a teach method here because C teacher will also do the teaching, and the CPP teacher will also do the teaching, correct? Now, why should I write it duplicate? I mean, why should I duplicate the methods over here? Rather, what I can do is I can actually commonly have it in the common class, base class, that is teach over here. Once I have it over here, and then if I inherit, okay, a base, that is your child class, from the base class, this teach method is available over here, so that if it is available, I need not code it over here. Okay, automatically I can say ct.teach, so automatically this will get inherited in both the classes. Do you get what I'm saying? So there are certain properties in teacher which gets inherited, and you need not actually rewrite that code. Duplicate can be avoided. Okay, in one way, that is duplicate can be avoided, another way it is known as code reusability. Okay, so as Geeta said, this is also called as code reusability. Okay, this is the concept of inheritance. Do you understand this? Yes, no, guys? Do you understand or not? So that I can proceed with the code. Is that okay? We shall proceed. Yeah, okay, everyone, put that in the chat box. You want me to explain once again, I can explain it to you. Okay, but yeah, but having said that, there is a small thing. But in my example which I've shown you on the screen here, teach has to be written in the C teacher and CPP teacher, because both of them are teaching two different subjects. You cannot inherit this common teach, which I'll be discussing that in the program now. Is that okay? Correct? Did you understand what I told you at the last? Okay, because C teacher will teach different things, CPP teacher will be teaching a different subject, so you cannot inherit the same thing. Both the classes cannot inherit this. So you will have to rewrite that over here. Okay, but I just told you how this inheritance works. Is that okay, guys? Clear with that? Okay, shall I proceed further? Everyone? Yeah. Okay, having said that, okay, so let me remove this from here, and then I will show you the code. We'll start from here. Okay, so what does this code say? Now listen to me very carefully. I'll, first thing is, we'll understand the syntax. Okay, now here, where is it? Where is my draw? Okay, Yeah, so what is happening over here, guys? Tell me. So you have basically a class called as teacher. I'll be, I'll be navigating through this code. So if you have any doubts, you just ask me, okay? Right, so that I'll stop and I will explain it to you guys. Okay. Now, what is this called as? This is the program one, which basically has a base class called as a teacher. This is basically the base class. Class teacher is a base class. Okay. So how do you know it is a base class? Because I'm not inheriting anyone. Okay, so therefore this is basically a base class. Okay, so this class has two methods. One is teach and the other one is school name. Is that okay, guys? Is that okay with this now? Is that okay? Yeah, so I can proceed further. Is that okay? Right, now I have a class called as C teacher class. Okay, so it is inheriting from whom? This is the syntax for inheriting within the brackets. Okay, so C teacher is inheriting from whom, guys? Can you tell me? From whom is C teacher inheriting? Okay, it is inheriting from teacher. Okay, so I have one more class called as CPP teacher. Okay, CPP teacher is also inheriting from whom? Tell me. Okay, from the teacher class. Therefore, how do you write the diagram? Okay, so you basically have, okay, a teacher class. This is called as your teacher class. Okay, and there are two other classes that is inheriting from your based, I mean your teacher. Okay, that is your teacher class. So what is this class called as? This is called as your C teacher and this is called as your CPP teacher. Okay, CPP teacher, both are inheriting from the class teacher. Is that okay? Is this diagram okay with you guys? Is that okay with you guys? Yes or no, everyone? Okay, I'll go very slow. Right now, this teacher class has two methods. What are they? Okay, one method is called as teach method. Okay, teach method. The second method is called as your school name. It has something called as a school name. Two methods are there. Okay, now do you think, now this is the teacher class definition is over. Okay, now do you think the C teacher has any definition over here? Tell me, does it have any definition, guys? Tell me, does it have any definition? No. Does CPP teacher has any definition? No. Okay. In that case, okay. So you know that there is a base class teacher. Okay. And you have two child teachers. One is your C teacher. The other one is CPP teacher, which is inheriting from the class teacher. Okay. So when it is inheriting, it means that all the properties of your base class teacher is available to your, child class C teacher and your CPP teacher. Is that okay? Correct? No? Correct? No, guys? Yes, no? Put that in the chat box. Okay. Having said that, now I'm going to the working of this. Now what am I doing? Okay, I'm creating an object of which class? Base class or child class? Which class object am I creating? Which class object am I creating, guys? Put that in the chat box. I'm creating the object of a child class. Okay, which child class? This one. Okay, that is your C teacher child class, right? Now after creating the child class for C teacher, okay, what I'll do is I'm calling a method called as teach. I'm calling a method called as C dot teach. Okay, but do I have a teach over here, guys? Tell me, do I have a teach over here in the subclass C teacher subclass? Do I have a teach? I do not have a C teach. Okay, I don't have a teach. So what will happen? Tell me what will happen if I don't have a teach method over here. Okay, will it fail? Will the call fail? Will the call fail? You are supposed to quickly tell me the answer. Okay, will the call fail? The call will not fail. Why it doesn't fail? It doesn't fail because it is present in the base class and C teacher is inheriting that. Therefore, when I say C dot teach, it will call the base version of the teach. Is that okay? Is that okay, guys? So therefore the output of this will be, okay, I randomly teach any subject. I randomly teach any subject. Is that okay? Is that okay with this output? I randomly teach any subject. Correct? No. Now when I say C dot school name, what will be the output? When I say C dot school name, do you think that C teacher has that? Do you think C teacher has that here? Do you think school name method is there as part of C teacher? It is not there, but it is inheriting from the class teacher. Therefore, okay, when I say C dot school name, it will call the base version of the method, okay, school name. Therefore, it says the output of this would be I work in Subhash programming classes. I work in Subhash programming classes. Did you understand this output, guys? Do you understand this output? Yes, no? Correct? No? Yeah. Now coming to the next one. Okay, so we have something called as CPP is equal to CPP teacher. Now tell me, what object am I creating? Base class or child class? Base class or child class? I'm creating the child class object. Okay, now I am calling the teach method belonging to this base class, that is cpp.teach. Now do you think teach method is there in the child class? Just keep answering my question. Do you think teach method is there in the? No, it is not there. Okay, but will the call fail? Will the call fail? Will the call fail? The call will not fail. Why it won't fail? It won't fail because the method is there inherited from the teacher class. Is that okay? So it will call the teacher version of the teach method. Correct now, guys? So the output would be I randomly teach any subject. Even this will print I randomly teach. I randomly teach any subject. Something like that. It gets printed, isn't it? Now, what happened to cpp.school name? What will it get? What will get printed? This will print the base version of the school name. So I work in Subhash programming classes. Is that okay, guys? Did you understand this program? You understand this program, guys? Yes or no, everyone? Okay, let me see if I can run this code. Okay, before running the code, tell me what will happen. Okay, what will happen if suppose I remove this from here? If I remove this from here, tell me, guys, what will happen? What is the meaning if I remove this bracket teacher from here? What does it mean, guys? Tell me. In the diagram, what should I remove? Tell me. Okay, you tell me this. If I remove this teacher from here, then from the diagram, what should I remove? From the diagram, what is it I have to remove? Guys, quickly tell me, no, please. I should remove parent. Should I remove parent? What should I remove? In the diagram, in this diagram, what is that I have to remove when I remove this teacher over here? Arrow mark, exactly, Naresh. Super, very good. I have to remove this arrow mark. When I remove this arrow mark, what does it mean? If I've removed this, it means that yeah, inheriting is removed. It means class teacher, I mean sorry, your C teacher is no more inheriting from teacher. Did you get that? Okay, so by writing in the bracket teacher, what does it mean? It means that C teacher is inheriting from teacher. If I remove this from here, it becomes a normal class which is not inheriting from anyone. Therefore, I have to remove this arrow mark from here. Did you get that, guys? Okay, no, it means that C teacher is no more inheriting from the base class teacher. Yes or no, guys? Put that in the chat box. Yes or no? Correct. No. Now if suppose, having said that, what if I actually call in this scenario after removing this, if I say c dot teach, what will happen, guys? Tell me what will happen if I say c dot teach. It will fail. Therefore it will say the C teacher does not have attribute called as teach. Yes or no, guys? Did you understand? Because C teacher does not have the teach method, therefore it will fail and say the class C teacher does not have the attribute called as teach. Okay, in the previous case, how it worked? Because it was inheriting from the base class teacher, no, so it was calling the base class version. Base class version was available to it. Did you understand, guys, what I'm saying? Yes or no? Did you understand? It's very important to understand what I'm saying. Understand what I'm saying, guys? Everyone? Yeah. Okay, I can see if you people are not replying. May I know the reason why you are not replying? Okay, I just want to know. You are arrogant, you feel you know everything, or you don't want to listen to me, or what is this? When I'm asking you, only I can see 35 people are attending, but only hardly some 10 people are replying. Okay, so others who are not replying, if you're not interested, no, I better if you don't participate, it is good that you can actually leave the class. Okay, I want, say, message, put in the chat box, I will participate quickly, only then I'll continue the class. All 35 people I want, I mean include 34 people, I want you all to say, put it in the chat box, I will participate. Everyone, guys, it's really so bad that you guys don't reply, man. I can see hardly 10 people participating. I can call out the names who are not replying, but it doesn't look good. I want you to participate quickly. A few more people are not replied over here, and then they're not replying. Okay, when I'm telling you to participate, you have to participate. Hey Subhash, where are you? Why don't you chat? Where is that Subhash? Did he say I will participate? Okay. Where is that? Prabhakar is there? Okay, fine. Okay, I want everyone to participate, man. It's for you. Okay, yeah, cool. Having said that, is that okay? Shall I go to the next program, guys? Shall I go to the next program? Okay, let me run this code. Okay, let me see if that is 1.py. Is this the same code? Put that in the chat box. Is the same code? Yeah, yes or no? So shall I run this code? Yeah, okay. Say run. Yeah, I'll compile this code. Python 3 1.py. So what is the output? It says, I say I randomly teach any subject. I work in Subhash programming classes. So this is told by which object? C teacher. C teacher is a class Kirtana. So the teacher, the object is C. Okay, the object is C. Okay, yeah, right. So this is told by which object? It is told by CPP object, correct? No, of CPP teacher class. Okay. Now I asked you a question. What if I remove this teacher from here? What does it mean? Okay, so currently I'll just remove this for now. If I remove this, what will happen? 1 second, wait. I don't want to mess up with this code. I don't want to mess up with this code. I will make a copy of this code. Copy 1.1, copy 1.py to 1.1.py. Okay, 1.1.py. Okay, so now if I change, I remove this. Yeah, so tell me what should be the output now. If I remove this, what will happen? What will happen if I remove this? Tell me which line will give me an error. Which line will give me an error? Quickly. If I remove that, yeah, teach method, this line c dot teach will give you an error, correct? No, both this also will give you c dot teach as well as c dot school name, right? Both are not valid, right? So let me run this code now. 1.py. So what does it say? It does not have an attribute teach. Is that okay, guys? Did you understand this, guys? Yes or no? Did I understand this? Shall I proceed further? Is that okay? Yeah, okay. Having said that, I'm moving to the program 2. Okay, I'm going to program 2. In program 2, what happens is that, okay, now we know that, listen to me carefully, guys. Now in the previous program, okay, C teacher inherited from the base class teach, and CPP teacher inherited from the base class teach. Okay, but do you think it is the right way? Do you think it is the right way, guys? Okay, because C teacher has to print that I will teach C programming. Okay, and CPP teacher has to say that the teacher would be teaching C++. Correct, no, guys? Yes or no? So C teacher and CPP teacher cannot share the common teach. It does not work that way. Correct? No, practically speaking, C teacher cannot teach. It cannot say I randomly teach any subject. It has to be very specific. Correct? No. So for that reason, if you can see in this program, okay, what has happened? But see, C teacher has its own teach method. CPP teacher has its own teach method. But both of them can work in the same school. No. Yes or no? Both of them can work in the same school, no, guys? Yes or no, guys? Tell me. It is making sense, no? Right? So what I will do is I will rewrite the teach method of the teacher class in both C teacher class and CPP teacher class. Can you tell me what is this concept called as, if you have already learned in any other programming languages, object-oriented languages? When you redefine the code that is there in the base class into the subclass, okay, if you redefine the method that is there in the base class into the child class, okay, what is this concept called as? Tell me. What is this concept called as? You will have a base class, but you are redefining that method in the child class. Okay, when you redefine that method in the child class, what is this concept called as? If you know, put that in the chat box. If you don't know, say don't know, so that I can avoid my waiting. Okay, can you tell me, guys, what is it called as? Don't know. Okay, Danya Manjunath, I think you should be able to tell me. No, Kirtana, wrong. Okay, Danya
No,
Manjunath.
sir, I don't know.
Hey, you're learning object-oriented programming. No, Danya Manjunath.
Yes, a long back.
Long back. Okay, no problem. Okay, listen to me. That is called as method overriding. What is it called as? Method overriding. Put that somewhere. Method overriding. Overriding the method of the base class in the subclass is called as method overriding. Is that okay, guys? Did you understand? Okay, so I'll repeat once again. Whenever, oh yeah, it seems Danya Manjunath. Danya Manjunath.
Yes, sir.
Have you remembered?
Yes, sir, I remember now.
Very good. Okay. So when you have a base class and you have a method in the base class, when you redefine that in the subclass, okay, that is called as method overriding. Is that okay? Right. Now tell me, why am I redefining the method from the base class, guys? Why do you think I'm redefining the method in the base class? Guys, tell no, please, quickly. Anyone can unmute and talk to me. Danya Manjunath, you only tell me. Why am I actually redefining this here in the child class?
We are we are doing it separately, sir, because when we do not override, the same contents will be
Yeah,
copied.
so how you should answer is like this. Okay, so in the child, from see, whenever you have a class, okay, whenever you have a class, base class, and you have a child class, right, like this, right? So base class is more generic, correct? No, Danya, it's more generic. It is
Yes,
not
sir.
specific. But once you
Yes,
start inheriting, this becomes what? More specific.
specific.
Yes or no? I am specific to C. This fellow is specific to C plus plus. Correct? No? Right?
Yes, sir.
So, but when you saw this base class, it is generic. It is not actually being specific. But because C teacher will teach, we know that C teacher will teach and CPP teacher also will teach. But the behavior is different, isn't it? Okay, though the base class will give us a behavior, okay, but the behavior is different. So what I have to do is I cannot use the same behavior that is given in the base class. I want to change the behavior. If I want to change the behavior, the behavior in the child class, that is called as method overriding. So redefining a method that was there in the base class into the child class is called as method overriding, and therefore the base class method is hidden now. Yes or no, guys? Did you understand this? Yes, no, guys? Yes, no, do you understand what I'm saying? Okay, no. Having said that, shall we see what will happen in the output over here? Okay, now can you tell me what will happen in this output? I am creating an object of class C teacher. Okay, and when I say C dot teach, what will it give you now? Tell me. Will it call base class version or the child class version? C teacher version. Tell me, put that in the chat box. Which version will it actually give me? Okay, it will give you the child version. So it will say what will be the output? I teach C programming. I teach C programming. I teach C programming will be your output. Okay, now C dot school name. Did I override the school name method? Did I override the school name method, guys? Tell me. By the way, why didn't I override school name method, guys? Okay, tell me. Danya Manjunath, can you tell me why I did not override school name method? See, I did not override school name method. I kept it as it is in the base class. Okay.
Because two teachers can teach in the same school.
Exactly. It will not change. No, both. It is generic only. You cannot be specific. You are not specific. So both are teaching in the same school. That is why I will keep it as it is. Is that okay? But if both are teaching in two different schools, then I will have to override even that also. Correct? No. So in my program, I am making sure that both the teachers are there in the same school. Therefore, it will say. So I will take the base version only. I work in SPC. I work in SPC. Similarly here, this will call which version? Okay, CPP teacher. Okay, so I'm creating an object now. CPP.teach will call which version of the teach? Okay, CPP class version. Isn't it, guys? Yes or no? That is I teach C++ programming. I teach C++ programming. Okay, C++ programming, and school name will be I work in SPC. Guys, is that okay? Did you understand this piece of code? You understand this, guys? Yes or no? So let me run the code and show it to you. Okay, vi2.py. Okay, is the program same? Is the program same, guys? Yes, no? Okay, shall I run this code now? Python 3. Did you understand? I teach C programming. I work in Subhash programming classes. I teach C++ programming. I work in Subhash programming classes. Is that okay, guys? Did you understand the second program? Yeah, everyone put that in the chat box. Any doubt here? I can proceed further now. Can I proceed further? Yeah. Okay. Coming to the third program. Coming to the third program. Okay. What do we have now? So we have two classes, class A and class B. Okay. Class A and class B. Okay. So class A is the who is the base class here? Who is the base class? Who is the base class? Okay, A is the base class. Okay, who is the child class? Who is the child class? Inherited class. It is the base class. Okay, see guys, many books will represent this arrow mark downwards. That is bad. That is wrong. Okay, so whenever you're working on object oriented programming languages, inheritance has to be always represented using upward arrow mark. B inherits from A is the right method. Don't put it downwards. In your interviews and all, the moment you put downwards, without your knowledge, they'll reject you and you'll not know why you got rejected. Okay, it should always be, upward. How many of you have heard of this concept called as UML diagram? How many of you have heard of this concept called as UML diagram? Have you heard anyone in this class? Everyone, yeah. So if you have heard of UML diagram, then yes, this whatever I'm representing here is basically a UML diagram, Unified Modeling Language. Okay, so UML is a format in which you represent the entities of your object-oriented programming language, like polymorphism, inheritance, classes, objects, and all that. This is one of the way I'm just representing. Is that okay? Yeah. So you can do more. You can Google about UML and all that. Okay. You want books? Let me know in the chat in the group. I will tell you which books to refer for UML. Having said that, so we have two classes. One is class A and class B. B is inheriting from A. Now, can you tell me what is the output, guys? I'm creating an object A. So what will happen in this case? So by the way, what is this? What is this? It's a constructor, no? Yes or no? Class A is having a constructor and class B is also having a constructor. Okay. So when I say A is equal to A, what is happening over here? Okay. Which constructor will get called when I say class A? Which constructor will get called? Tell me, everyone put that in the chat box. Okay, which constructor will get called in this case? A is equal to A. Yeah, so you're exactly A's constructor will get called. So I am in A constructor. In the second case, what will get called? Okay, I am in B constructor will get called. Is that okay? So that is a simple program I just wanted to show you. Okay, this will print A constructor and this will print B constructor. Is that okay? A constructor and B is constructor. You want me to show the output? I'll show you the output to you guys. Okay, A constructor and B constructor. So let me actually run this code. I'm in A constructor and I'm in B constructor. Is that okay, guys? Is that okay? Yeah, I'm going from a very basic ones. Okay. Yeah. Now, in this case, what happens? Tell me. In this case, what will get called? Yeah. In this case, what will get called? Tell me. I'm just having a. Guys, put that in the chat box now. What will happen? In this case, what will get called? B constructor alone will get called. Okay. So 34.py. So I am in B constructor. Okay. Yeah. Fine. Now, okay. Coming to program 5. Give me a moment. I'll just bring it down. Okay. Now tell me what is happening in this program. Okay. So basically, what happens in this program is that you have 1 second. Okay, so you have class A, which is the base class over here. Which is the base class? Which is the base class? A. Capital A is the base class. Okay, so B is inheriting from class A. Yes, no? B is inheriting from class A, no? Yes. So you have the diagram A class and B is inheriting from class B, correct? Okay. So when I say B is equal to B, can you tell me the output of this now? What is happening? What is happening in this case? Okay. So when I say B, okay, so the constructor of B gets called and I'll get into this method that is constructor. Okay. And I'll say I am in B constructor, but during when I'm constructing this B object, what if I want to actually call the constructor of my base class? In that case, you understand what I'm saying? I am actually in B's constructor, but before coming out of this, I also want to call the constructor belonging to my base class, right? No. So what does that have to do? We saw here in this program, when I'm creating a B object, I'll only call the B's constructor, correct now, guys? Yes, but I did not call A's constructor. What if I want to call a constructor of A, so that, if suppose B is totally dependent on A and I want this B to, I want even the base class constructor to be constructed before before completing the creation or construction of class object B. So what is that I will do? I will have to call the constructor belonging to class A using the function super. When I say super dot init, it means that call the super version of the init. Is that okay? Did you get what I'm saying? Did you get what I'm saying, guys? Yes or no? Okay. Now, having said that, what will be the output? What will be the output? Can you put that in the chat box? And this is important. Mark it. Okay. This is basically a special function called a super, which indicates that call the init belonging to the super class. This will give us an instance of the super class. Okay. Now, can you tell me what will be the output of this? Put that in the chat box. What will be the output of this, guys? Put that in the chat box. Then we will see. We'll cross verify. I am in B constructor. I am in A. Lakshmi Krishnappa is telling, okay, fine. I am in B constructor. I am in A constructor. Okay. I'm in B constructor. I am in A constructor. Is that okay, guys? Is that okay? Just say okay if you're okay with that. Okay. Right. Very good. Now coming to this. Okay. Yeah. Can you tell me the output of this now, of this program? You take a call and then I will give you a hint later. First, you write down the output by yourself. Okay. Can anyone unmute and talk to me so that we can solve this problem? Is there anyone who can help me out so that we can do it together? If I say it is not, that effective, anyone who can help me out? If you can, just say yes or else say no, whatever it is. Or you want me to call someone? Lakshmi Krishnappa, can you help me out?
Okay.
Yeah. We'll start from here, Lakshmi Krishnappa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell me.
Parent class.
We have a base class called as A, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a base class called as A, okay, and then we also have a base class which is getting inherited from A, correct, Lakshmi?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and then what happens? What does class A have?
Class A have class variable A is
Okay.
equals to 50.
Yeah, we have a class variable called as A is equal to 50. Okay, then
And then init function where
there's nothing but a
there
constructor,
are
correct?
two
No, class A
instance
has a constructor, correct? Class
yeah.
A has a constructor, no?
And two instance variables.
Exactly. It also has two instance variables. So this A and this A are same.
No,
Is this A and this A same? No, right? These are called as
no, sir.
instance variables, whereas this is
Instance
basically a
variable,
class variable. Correct? No.
class variable.
Very good.
Yes.
Awesome. Then we have come to
Again,
this.
yeah, class B. So child has a class variable B is equals to 30,
Okay.
and then constructor. So that is printing I'm in B constructor,
Ah.
and then we are printing
We are not printing, we are
parent
calling. We are calling the
calling
constructor of the parent. Correct? No.
parent.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
are calling so that even this the objects gets constructed over there. Correct? All these instance variables get created over there. Without calling this will not get created, isn't it?
Okay. Okay.
Yes or
Yes, sir.
no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because if you come down and see, we are creating only object of B. Okay, so when I'm creating B, and if I have not given this here like this, if I have not given this, then what will happen? Only B class object would be created. This constructor will not be called.
Okay.
Understanding, guys, what I'm saying? Are you guys understanding what I'm saying? Okay, if suppose the super dot init is not there, what happens is that, okay, so I'm creating the object of class B. Okay, and when I say B is equal to class B like this, and what happens is the constructor of class B only will be called. Okay, therefore the class A's constructor will not be called, isn't it? For that reason, what am I doing? I'm actually calling super dot init so that it will call even the A's constructor. Is that okay? Am I right?
Okay.
Correct? Yeah. Okay. Having said that, now tell me, Lakshmi, what will happen?
So okay. So before this B is equals to B.
Before
So
this,
first,
okay, let us talk about this later. Now we'll start from
yeah.
here.
Okay. So I'm in B constructor.
Okay.
First,
So when you say B is equal to capital B, open bracket, close bracket, it is calling, it gets into the constructor of class B. Okay.
yeah.
Understand? Then,
I'm in B constructor will print.
okay. So I'm in B constructor gets printed. Okay. Then what
And then
happens?
I'm in A constructor will print.
Okay. So you mean to say the next line will call the constructor of A, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So another object. Okay. Then what happens?
And then two instance variables.
Okay. Two instance variables.
A is equals to 10, B is equals to 20, but
Okay. Hmm.
it is not printed.
It is not printed, so an object is getting created within an
Yeah.
object of B.
Yeah.
Okay.
Initialize A is equals to
Okay.
10 and B is equals to 20.
Okay. Now tell me, this A and B belongs to class A, this B object, or to this, basically it's of part A.
Class A. Class A.
Yeah. So because it is of A, because class B is inheriting from class A and B can be accessed by even B also. Yes or no?
Okay. Yes,
Did
sir.
you understand, guys? Did you understand what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Others, did you understand? Okay, because class B is inheriting from class A. Okay, so though A and B belongs to the inner object of class A, it can be accessed even by the object of class B. Yes or no?
Yes.
Right? That is inheritance, no? Correct? Yeah. So then what happens, ma? Tell me.
Then B dot get value. So
B dot get value gets called. So
yeah.
yes, B dot get value, there is a method belonging to class B. Okay, the control comes here. Then what happens?
Okay. So my value is self dot A.
Okay, so what
So
is self
self
dot A?
will have B's
Okay,
object address.
okay. So, okay, tell me what will be the output here?
Self dot A. So instance variables 10 and 20 will be printed.
10 and 20 will be printed. Okay.
And then B dot B.
30 will be printed.
Who is that?
Ah, okay. Okay.
Okay, tell me.
Okay. B dot B is child's B class variable will be printed.
Child's class variable will be printed, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Shall we see how it? Are you all? Are everyone okay with this output, guys? Are everyone okay with this, guys? Tell me quickly. Are everyone okay? Okay. So shall we run this code? We'll see the code. Okay. Is this the same? Okay. Let me run this code. Correct, no? Guys, is that okay? Are everyone okay with this? This output? Yes, no?
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, actually, diagrammatically, I can't know what is what, sir. Actually,
Don't worry, I will help
when
you.
this cell instance variables A and
Don't
B.
worry, I'll tell you. I'll tell you. This is object B. Inside this, you have object A. Okay, that is, what do you call? class A is object. This is not instance variable. This is okay. I'll call it as, this is capital B is object, this is capital A is object, okay, and this has an instance variable is equal to 10, B is equal to 20. It has again a class variable called as A is equal to, what is its value, 50, okay, and this has a class variable B is equal to, what is it, B is equal to 30, like this, okay. So when you actually call self dot A, okay, see this is B object, right, okay, because B is inheriting from A, because B is inheriting from A, what does it mean? What does that mean? B is inheriting A in the sense, even A, the instance variables of A, that is the properties of A, will also be inherited in B, no? Yes or no? Lakshmi, you're there? I'm talking to you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So you have to reply to me, no?
Hmm.
So when you're saying B is inheriting from A, what does it mean? It means A is part of B,
Okay.
a
Okay.
bigger object. Yes or no? If
Okay.
suppose I would have created here, instead of B is equal to B, if I would have told, okay, A obj is equal to A like this, okay, then the object would be like this. That's all. With A
Only
is equal to 10 and B is equal to 20 and a class variable A is equal to 50. That's all. Okay. So because class A is not inherited from B or anything like that, it's an independent class. It is not inherited from anyone. Actually speaking, you know what? Every class in Python will be inherited from a superclass called as object. I'm not discussing that. I'll discuss that later for now. But for now, understand that, actually speaking, every class in Python will inherit from a built-in class called as object. I'm not writing here because it will confuse you for now. Let us not bother about it for now. Okay. But yeah, in my example now, B is actually inheriting from A. Therefore, B is nothing but A plus B. Yes or no? Okay, so even A's members will also be part of B. So in this case, what happened when I say self dot A, because what is self here? Tell me.
self is B object.
B, correct? No, but does B have an instance variable A?
No, sir.
No, but it has A's. It can inherit from A, correct? No. So
Hmm.
when A is having it, it means even B is also having it.
Okay.
Yes or no? So when I say self dot A, I'm printing 10. And when I say self dot B, I'm printing this value, that is 20. Is that okay?
Okay.
Now, if suppose in this case, if it would have had self dot A and is equal to 10 or something like that, then what would have happened? Here it would be A is equal to 10 or something. So in that case, this A's A would be hidden. And when I say self dot A over here, okay, then it would have printed, I mean, if suppose it was say 50, 60 or something like that, okay, and if it was 60 or something over here, then it would have printed B's A. Did you get that?
Got it, sir.
You got what I'm saying?
Got
So
it.
just
Yes.
because B is not having it, I'm referring it from A.
Yeah.
Is that
First,
okay?
it will search in B, and then if it is not there, it will.
Yes, correct. You're right. Is that okay? If suppose you would have written self dot A, then this would be hidden from the this thing. This what is that? Base class instance variable would be hidden because you have overridden that over here.
Hmm.
Rewritten it.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. Are everyone clear with that, guys? Are everyone clear with that? Okay. Yeah. Shall we go to the next program? Shall we go to the next program? Okay. Coming to the next program. Okay. Now, can you tell me what is happening? Okay. Let me take it to a new. Okay. Tell me what is happening in this piece of code. What is happening in this piece of code? Can you tell me? Lakshmi, are there?
Yes, sir.
You ran away?
No, sir. No, sir.
Ah, okay. Can you tell me what is happening in this piece of code here?
So, class B is inheriting class A.
Okay. Shall
Class
I
A.
draw the diagram so that it is easy for you to understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what is that? What is the first diagram we have? Okay. So we'll write class A first.
Yes, sir.
Okay. We have class A, right? This is class A. Okay. Then tell me.
Class B is inheriting class A.
Okay. Class B is there. Okay. Class B is inheriting from class A. Okay. Then
Class C is inheriting from class A.
very good. Class C is there. That is inheriting from class A. Okay. Cool. Then
Now, class D is inheriting from both B and C.
Exactly. So class D is there, okay, which is inheriting from both class B as well as class C. Yes or no? In C++ and in Java and all that, you have a problem called as diamond case problem. So this is called as diamond case problem. Anyways, okay, so that is solved in Python using a method that I'll tell you later. So for now, this part is called as when a one class is inheriting from multiple classes. What kind of inheritance is this, guys? Can anyone tell me? When you have a single class which is inheriting from multiple classes, what kind of inheritance do you call that as? Guys, tell me quickly. If you have a single class that is inheriting from multiple classes, what kind of inheritance is it? Danya Manjunath, you're there. Can you tell me what kind of? Exactly. Ah, Kirtana, very good. That is
Multiple.
called as multiple inheritance. Okay, this is called as multiple because D is inheriting from class B as well as class C, therefore it is called as multiple inheritance. Okay, having said that, so Lakshmi, shall we continue?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so this is containing a call method. Okay, this is containing a call method. This is containing a call method. And D, is it containing call method? Yes, even this is
Yes.
containing the call method. Okay, now what is happening, Lakshmi? Tell me.
D, uh, D is calling
1 minute. We are creating an object D, no?
called D, and
Okay.
then we are calling class D.
We are calling class D. Yeah. Where are you calling class D?
D is equals to capital D.
Correct. So we are creating an object of class D.
Okay, okay, okay. Huh.
Correct, no?
Creating an object of class
We
D
have
and
create
then calling method call.
We created an object. Okay, where is that? We created an object of class D. Okay, an object is ready. Okay, now what are we doing? I'm calling the method with respect to that object, correct?
With respect to D,
So,
we are calling a method call.
so the moment with respect to D, when you're calling method, now the Python will try to go and see whether does it have a call method or not, correct? No?
Yes,
Does it have a call method?
yes, yes,
It
it
has a
has.
call method. In that case, what would be the output?
I am D.
I am D, correct? No? Okay, so let me run that code and show it to you. Okay. So is this the same code, Lakshmi
Yes,
Krishnappa?
yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
what is the output that you're expecting?
I am.
IMD, is it? Okay, let me run this code. Yeah, IMD, correct? Okay, so
Mm.
this you understood. No, now let me go to the next program. Okay, in this program, can you tell me what will be the output?
Okay. So there is no call method in class
No, we'll
D.
start from first. We'll start from first. Slowly we'll understand. We have a class A, correct?
Yeah.
That has a call method. Okay, then we have class B.
Class B
We
inherited
have
from
class
class
B, which is inheriting from class A, and then we have class
class
C,
C
that is
inherited
inheriting
from
from class
class.
A. Both are having the call method, isn't it? Both
Yes.
are having the call method. Okay, then
Then class D inherited from B and C.
yeah, class B is inherited from both B and C. Okay, this is class D. Does it have a call method?
No.
It doesn't have a call method. Okay, then what will happen now? Tell me.
Now D object is created with respect to class
Yeah,
D.
correct. D
And
object
then
is respect. Yeah, created. Okay, fine. This is done. Now what will happen?
now call method is called
Huh.
with respect to D, but
Huh.
there is no call method.
In call, there is no here. There is no call method in D. So what will happen?
It will inherit from the parents.
So it has two parents, no?
Yes.
Yeah. So it will inherit two times call.
So
This is an interview question.
hmm,
Yeah. What will happen here? Tell me quickly. Anyone? Danya Manjunath, what will happen?
I guess it will only inherit from B, sir.
You feel it will only inherit from B?
Yeah,
Why?
I think it inherits from.
because B is the first instance of the class.
Okay. So you
Like
mean
B is the first child which is inheriting from the parent.
because you have written B over here, you are saying that is the first thing?
Yes, sir.
What if if I were to change it to C and B
C class.
then it'll call C class.
I mean, I don't know, sir.
You don't know, but you're thinking
Guessing
it
now.
could be that. Yeah, actually you're right. Okay, so when you don't have a method over here. You know what happens? Okay, so Python follows a concept called as MRO, method resolution order. What is it called as, guys? Put them in the chat box. What is it called as? Whenever you have multiple inheritance, okay, Python follows, I mean, to, if you want to know which method it gets called, right? So it follows a method called as MRO. Put that in the chat box. MRO, method resolution order. Okay, method very beautifully given by Python, which is not given in any other programming languages. Java does not support multiple inheritance at all, and C++ don't have the concept of MRO. Okay, and C++ says don't use multiple inheritance, but it allows, but it says don't use method, multiple inheritance. Okay, but very beautiful it has been put over here. So what happens is that, listen to me carefully. Okay, so when it is not there here, it goes up its inheritance tree from left to right order. Okay, from left to right order, it sees call method is here. Okay, so what it will do, it will actually first, then it will pick up this one only. Is that okay? I'll tell you, I have a lot of other examples with this. Okay, for now, shall we see the output of this, guys, and then we'll come and explain this once again. Is that okay? You will be able to understand better. Okay, I have a lot of variations of this. Okay, so keep this in mind. MRO will first go to the up its inheritance tree from the left to right order. If it is not there, then it will go to the other up, inherit. I'll show you that. Okay, I'll show you. Quite difficult to explain, but easy to understand if you can understand. Okay, so what are you expecting from this output? What do you expect from this code? What output are you expecting? Tell me.
I am B.
Yeah, it would be a, yeah, B. Okay, so let me see that. Is this the same thing? Is the same thing? Yeah, so now what happens? I am B. Is that okay? Is it everything okay? I mean, is this okay with you all? Just say okay if you're okay. Okay, because I'm going to show you one more program. Is that okay? Right, now guess the output for this. If this is okay, now guess the output for this. Guess the output for this. What happens? Okay, so what is there here? Yeah, so as Danya Manjunath said, I have interchanged this. B and C I have interchanged. Okay, now can you guess the output of this? Now, by the way, can you tell me the diagram for this, guys? First of all, tell me the diagram. We'll draw the diagram for this. Only then. Always draw diagram like this, okay? Lakshmi, can you tell me the diagram? First is what?
Okay, first is A,
First is A,
parent,
okay?
base
And
class.
it is inherited from first.
B,
B is there, okay? And then
C.
you have C, okay, right? Then you have
Okay.
D,
There is class D.
which is first inheriting C and then it is inheriting B, correct? In this
Yeah.
order, see the order over here, yes or no? Okay, so in that case, what will happen? Basically, it has to, I mean, it has to interchange like this, but it's okay because we have written it like this, you understand this. Actually, this should be here, okay, and this should be here. Diagrammatically, if I write it diagrammatically, it should look like this, okay? Yeah, okay. Now tell me, so what will be the output in this case now? Can you put
I
that in the
am
chat
C.
box? IMC. Okay, we'll try that and see. Okay, so what is the number? What was the number? 9. Okay, so class B, class B, class CB. Okay, yeah. IMC. Did you get this? Yes? Yes, no? Everyone, just say yes if you're okay with this. I've given you a lot of examples to understand this MRO. It's very important, when you deal with multiple inheritance. Okay. Now let me go to the 10th one. Okay. Okay. Now 10th one. Can you tell me what is happening over here in the 10th one? Lakshmi Krishnappa, can you help me out?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. First we'll draw the diagram. Okay. We'll draw the
Base class.
diagram. Yeah. First, what do you have?
Base class A.
You have base class. So I'll call it as A. Okay. Then
Call method.
this has a call method. Okay. I'll call it as call. Then
B is inheriting from A.
okay, B, I'll write a child class over here. It is called as what? B. It is inheriting from A. Does this have a call method?
No.
Does not have.
No.
Then,
C is inheriting from A.
okay, we have a child class C, which is inheriting from A. Does this have a call method?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, this has a call method. Okay, then
Class D,
class D. Okay, this is
first
D,
inheriting from B.
B, and then this
And
inheriting
then
from
C.
this. Okay, even this does not have a call method, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then what will happen?
D object is created of type class D.
Okay, and I'm calling it D dot call, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, now what will get called? Tell me. What will
So
get
there
called?
is no class method. So it will go to B
Hmm.
because first is B.
Okay, but even B is not having,
B
therefore,
is not having.
hmm.
Therefore, it goes to C, sir.
It goes to C directly. Huh?
Oh, left in order.
Left.
MRO.
Okay,
It goes to A.
it gets to A. Okay, then
It has a call method, so it will print I am A.
I am A. Okay, okay, guys. Others, is the answer right? What do you think? Quickly put that in the chat box. I am A. I am A. Okay, I am A. Okay, okay, I am A. Okay, let us see if it works the way that you guys think. Okay, vi 10 dot py. Okay, so this is the same thing. Yeah. Okay, let us see. It says I am C. You get that? It says I am C. Okay, it's it's a confusing topic in multiple inheritance. Okay, a beginner will not understand very clearly, but listen to me very carefully what happens. Okay, now listen. It is not I am A. Rather, first it will go and see in B. Guys, you're listening to me? Yes, no? I'm explaining this how it works. Okay,
Yes.
yeah. So what happens first is that it actually sees whether I myself do I have that call. I don't have this call method. When I don't have this call method, what it does is it goes to its parent class in the order in which it has been inherited. Okay, so first class is B, therefore it comes to the left hand side, therefore it says in B also it is not there. Yes or no? When in B also it is not there, it will go up its inheritance tree. Okay, no, so that is nothing but A. But before calling A's method, Python will guarantee that does any of the other class that is below me, does it have a call method which is getting inherited from D? I mean, which is being inherited by D. You're getting what I'm saying, guys? Yes, no? Or you want me to repeat? I'll repeat once again. You want me to repeat? Listen, it is like this. First, what happens? D will say D dot call. First, it will see itself. Do I have anything? No, yeah, I don't have. So what it will do? Let me go to my parent from the left to right. Okay, so I'll go to my parent over here. So even this fellow does not have, even this parent does not have. So what it will do? Okay, let me go to my parent. It goes to the parent. Now what A will do is, okay, A will see, is there any other class below me that is inherited by D who can actually satisfy this? Because that is more specific than me. Correct, no, guys? Yes or no? That is more specific than me because upper classes will always be more generic rather than being specific. So Python guarantee make sure that there should not be any class below this A which can actually satisfy D. If there is anyone below this class that is being inherited by D who can satisfy this call method, that method would be called. Is that okay? Is that okay, guys? Guys, is that okay? Did you get what I'm saying? Yes or no? Yeah. Okay. So what will be the output over here now? Tell me. What is the output? Okay. So therefore, yeah, we have already shown this would be I am C. Is that okay? Guys, is that okay? Everyone. Now, can I give you an assignment? Shall I give you an assignment? Okay, the assignment is I want you to remove this from here and then try out what will happen in this case. Can you try this out? Can you try this out? Draw this diagram and try this out. I'll give you some other examples, but I want you to draw the diagram and try this out. Put the diagram. I'll wait for some time. Draw this diagram, guys, and I want you to do it immediately after the class and post it in the group. For this diagram, I want you to figure out what would be the MRO. Same program. Only thing is what you will do, you will remove this from here. Correct? No? Same program, you will remove this. Am I right, guys? Yes or no? You will remove this A from here. You will cut this out. You will cut this out here. And I want you to tell me how it works using the MRO principle. Okay, not okay? Okay, not okay? Yeah? Okay, right. Right. Okay. We'll proceed further. Shall we proceed to the next program? Let me see who will answer the next program. Let me come to program 11. Let me come to program 11. Yeah. Now tell me what will happen. I think this is simple. I think you will be able to answer it. And tell me what. Okay, Lakshmi Krishna, shall we first draw the diagram?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, tell me, ma.
First class A,
First class
base
A is
class.
there. Okay,
Yeah.
class A would be there. Then,
There is a call method,
okay, there is a call method. Okay.
and then B is inherited from A.
Then we have class B, which is inherited from
No,
class A.
no call
Okay.
method.
Okay, so there is no call method. Okay.
C is inherited from A.
Okay, C is inherited
One.
from A, so there is no call method then.
D is inherited from B and C.
Okay, D is inherited
First
from B and
B
C.
and then C. Yeah, no call
Okay,
method.
no call method. In this case, what will happen now? It's quite
Okay.
simple, no? First, it will see here. Yeah, tell me
Yes.
the story. How does it go ahead?
First, it will go to B.
Huh.
So there is no call method. And
Huh.
then go to A. There is a call method. But
Hmm.
it will also see
Exactly. Hmm.
satisfying the condition below
Now,
A.
is there any class below me who is also inherited, which has inherited D? Is anyone who is satisfying it? If it is there, then let him call that specific version. If it is not
Or
there,
else,
come back to me and I will call this method. Is that okay?
yes, sir. So I'm A is printed.
Yeah. Okay, right. This is the one. Okay.
Yes, sir.
I am A gets printed, correct?
Yeah.
Yes or no? Guys, is that okay? Are everyone okay with this? Yeah. Okay. Now tell me 12th what will happen? Lakshmi?
Sir, no call method in any of the classes.
Hmm.
So not defined. No. Yeah, not defined.
You will get an error, is it?
Yeah.
Nothing is there?
Yes.
Okay. So you see, D object has no attribute call, correct? No?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Are all okay with this, guys? Just say okay if you're okay with this. Everyone understood this? Okay. Shall we go to the next one? Okay. So fine. Let me put this into one page. Okay. Tell me the output of this. Lakshmi Krishnappa. I will not do the diagram now. I want you only to tell me what will happen. Okay, let us put the diagram. It's okay. Lakshmi, tell me. Else,
Okay.
you
Class A,
okay.
base class A,
We have class A. Okay,
and then B is inherited from A,
B is inherited from A. Okay,
and then C is inherited from A.
C is inherited from A. Okay,
Class D is inherited from both B and C.
class D inherit. Sorry, one second.
Class D is inherited.
Okay, we have a class D which is inherited from both B
Both
and C.
B
Okay.
and C. So class E is inherited from E.
Okay, so we have one more class E which is inherited from A. Correct. Okay.
Yes.
Now who is having the call method?
First, okay, D.
Who is having the call method? E is having call method.
E has a call method. E has a
Okay.
call method.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now tell me the answer.
Okay.
You know, 1 minute.
So
Let guys everyone guess what will be the output. Then we will see whether it is correct or not, and then we'll explain. Okay. Tell me what is your output. Danya Manu Kirtana says error. Why do you think it? Okay, Lakshmi, what is your opinion?
uh, sir, it will go to class A finally, but class A doesn't have a call method.
Okay.
So error, sir.
Why error? But E is having no.
But A is the parent class.
Yeah. You tell me what will happen first. We'll start from here.
Yes, it starts from here. There is no call method.
Okay.
So it goes to B,
Okay.
and then no call method. It goes to A.
Okay.
A will check whether underlying
Hmm. Class is having not
what
or not.
yeah.
Yeah, it is not there. If it
So
is
C
there, it
will
will get
not
back again.
C yeah.
Hmm. Hmm.
And then A also doesn't have, sir.
Okay, it doesn't have. Okay, then But again, it has
No,
again one more
because
child
D
class, no?
no, sir, but D is not inherited from E.
Ah, very good. Lakshmi, you are awesome. Let me see. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So what do you think? It will give you an error?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let us see the output. What is the number? Okay. Is it the same? No? So it will say D has no object attribute called as call. Is that okay, guys? Is that okay? Did you understand? Yeah. Okay. Now what we will do is we will now go to another program. Tell me the output of this now. Both are same, is it? Are both same, guys? Tell me. Uh,
Both are same.
both are same, is it, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Both are same. Okay. Right. Tell me this now. Yeah. Tell me the output of this. Shall we write the diagram? Lakshmi.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Tell me.
Class A, base class A.
Class A. Okay.
Class B is inherited from A.
Okay.
Class C is inherited from A.
Okay.
Class E is inherited from A.
Class E is also inherited from A. Okay.
Now class D is inherited from B, C, and E.
Okay. So B, C, and E. So this is D. Okay.
And we have call method in class A.
Class A also. Okay. We have it
Yeah,
in.
class A and class E.
Okay. Right. Now tell me what will happen.
Sir,
What happened?
sir, cannot see what is
Cannot see
program
what.
15 is not complete. Yeah.
1 second. Now.
Okay. So D object, D dot call. So,
Hmm.
okay. No class method in D. So it
Okay.
goes to B
Hmm.
and then it goes to A.
Hmm.
And then A will check for its uh, a child class,
Hmm.
which is
Okay.
satisfying it.
Hmm.
And it goes to C and it is no, and there is no call method. So it
Hmm.
goes to D. D will satisfy because E will satisfy because D is inherited from E.
Okay.
Therefore, I am E is printed.
But A is having a call method, no?
No, sir. You said yes because you said
Hmm.
if it looks for the
Hmm.
child
Hmm. Okay. Hmm.
and if it is satisfying, then it prints that
Yeah.
before printing base class
Okay. Fine.
method.
Okay. So you mean to say the output would be E, isn't it?
I am E. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Is this right? Huh? Is this the program? No, no. It was same, right? Okay. Is this the program?
Yes, sir.
Is this the program? Yeah. Okay.
Yes, sir.
I am E. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Did you guys understand the concept thoroughly? Do you understand this concept thoroughly, guys? Yes, no? Okay. Guys, did you understand the concept? Okay. So one assignment is there that I want you to tell me what happens there. Okay. Yeah, fine. So this thing, what happens here? Where is this? Can you see the complete program? Yeah, Lakshmi, tell me what happens.
Jam.
Jammer.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, there is a
Okay, okay.
class definition. Yeah. So A object is printed is A object is created of class A,
Okay.
B object, and then C object.
So totally how many objects are there?
Three objects.
Okay, fine. Then
Sir, after that, I don't know what is. I'm not able to see.
nothing is there. Oh, it is there. Okay, okay. Sorry, sorry. It is there. Okay. Wait, let me bring it to
Four
one
objects.
new page. Okay.
Sir, I think we have to draw the diagram, sir.
Oh, is it? Hey, no, you're not required. Why you want
Okay.
diagram?
Fine, fine. Yeah, we can.
You now have experience, no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, tell me what will happen.
Okay, there are four objects created.
Anyways, you want I
And
can draw it. You want it?
no, sir, no, sir.
Okay, yeah. Tell me what happens. First is you have a class
After,
here. Just see, let us try to make a picture in the mind only, okay? Right? Yeah,
yeah.
tell me. So what do you have? First is what?
Okay, class A has a call
Okay,
method.
so we have a class A, correct? It has a method called as call, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, then we have a class B.
Class B is inherited from
It,
class A, and
it is
then
inheriting
it
from
has,
class A, and then we have overridden the call method, correct?
yes,
Yes or no? This is overridden method, correct?
correct, correct.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
yeah. So then we have class C, which is also being inherited from class A, correct?
Yeah.
So you must get that picture. Okay. Then what happens? Even that is also has overridden the method called as call, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then we have class D, which is inheriting from both B and C, correct?
B and C,
Okay. And
but it
even
is again,
yeah, even it has an
yeah.
overridden method called as call, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now what is this? Is this a method or is this a function? What is it? Put that in the chat
Function.
box. Others.
Function.
Is it a method or a function? Tell me. Not for Lakshmi, it's for others. Others, put that in the chat box. This is a method or a function. Okay, it's basically a function. Why do you call that as a function, guys? Tell me. Why do you call that as a function? You call this as a function because it is not part of a class. It is an independent function. It is not a method. It's outside a class and it is independent. Correct? No, therefore it is a method. Okay, now Lakshmi, tell me what happens. So you are calling x dot
Okay.
call. So we'll see later. We'll whenever we are calling this function. Okay, then what happens? Tell me.
Okay. So, um, jam function, we are calling jam function
First of all, we have creating four objects. Correct?
four objects. Four
Yeah, A,
objects, A, B,
B,
C.
C, and D. A of type A, B of capital B, C of type capital C, and D of type capital D. Correct? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Then we have four objects created. Then what happens?
We are calling jam function
Okay. We are calling
and
jam function. Okay.
then passing the object
Okay. We are passing the
reference.
object A. Hmm.
Yeah.
So what will X contain? The reference of A. Correct?
Yes.
So when I say X dot call, what will happen?
We'll go to class A.
Class A is call. Okay. What about jam B?
It will go to class B.
Okay. So C.
Class C,
Okay.
D, class D.
Okay, so you mean to say that, listen to me very carefully, guys. Okay, how many objects do I have here in jam function as a parameter? How many objects do I have? Guys, tell me. Guys, no, how many parameters are there here? How many parameters are there?
One parameter.
To
One
this
parameter.
function jam, how many parameters are there? Only one parameter, right? Okay, one parameter is
Yeah.
that is x. Okay, now don't you think this x behaves like A, x behaves like B, x behaves like C, and x behaves like D? Yes or no? Yes or no, guys? Okay, so what is this concept called as? What is this concept called as? One entity performing different activities, different forms. Okay, exactly. So this is basically called as polymorphism. This is called as polymorphism. Do you understand it? Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay, no. So no, Danya Manjunath, you cannot call it as overloading. No, yeah, that is not overloading, Danya Manjunath. Okay, so don't get confused. That is not overloading. Okay, so basically you call it as runtime polymorphism. But in languages like C++ and all, you call it as runtime polymorphism. But here you can consider this as general polymorphism concept. Even this is happening during runtime only. Yeah, so what I wanted to tell you is that this one single object behaves in as A, as B, as C, as D based on the parameters that it is getting passed. Is that okay? Therefore, it is not overloading basically. Okay, so this is basically a concept of called as polymorphism. Now, listen to me. Don't get confused. Is polymorphism different? Overloading is different. Overloading is a way of achieving polymorphism. Okay, in languages like C++ and Java and all that, overloading is a way by which you achieve polymorphism. Okay, but this is not overloading. Is that okay, ma? The name is not, this is not overloading. Okay, don't get confused. But
Yes.
this is achieving polymorphism. One entity behaving like a different form. Is that okay? And this is called as duck typing in Python. This is called as duck typing in Python. It is called as duck typing because whatever you pass to it, okay, I'm not sure why they use the term duck. Anyways, okay, but it is famously called as duck typing. So based on this, right, whatever you pass, it will act accordingly to that. Is that okay? Okay, so shall I give you an assignment over here? Can I give you an assignment, guys? Yes, no? Yeah, so the assignment in this program is that I want you to, because each and every object here is a call method, I want you to remove call method randomly from different classes, from each classes, okay? And I want you to pass this object and see what will be the output. Do you understand? In this program, I have given call method to all the classes, but I want you to randomly remove call from each and every class and, you know, mess the code and see what happens over here. Is that okay? Is that okay, guys? Yeah? Okay. Yes, no? Yes, no, guys. Yes, no. Tell me. Yeah. Okay. So, fine. Now, is polymorphism in general called duck typing? No, Kirtana, polymorphism is not called as duck typing. In Python, okay, one object, you know, if you see taking multiple references of different types is basically called as duck typing. Polymorphism is not called as duck typing, Kirtana. Polymorphism is a general topic, okay, used for one entity, different forms. Okay, duck typing
Okay, sir.
doesn't come like that. Is that okay?
Okay. Is it like taking different objects is alone called duck typing?
No, duck typing is taking different a single object which can be, you know, which can take multiple types of data to it, which can accept multiple type of data, and that is available only in Python. Okay, because in other languages you have to say, suppose you are passing an integer, you have to say int x, or else you are passing floating point, you have to separately write float x. An integer cannot take a floating point value. Yes or no? In other, like say for
Yeah.
example in C language, when you write int x, can you
Yes.
pass float to it? You will definitely get a
No, sir.
warning.
No.
It means when you say int x means x is an integer variable, it can take only integer, isn't it? Whereas here it is
Yeah.
not like, because of the concept of dynamic typing. Okay, x can become an a, I mean it can be a b, then it can be a c, then it can be a d without any problem. It automatically dynamically will change its type. Correct. So this concept is called as duck typing.
Okay, sir.
Okay, it will walk and talk
Yeah.
like a duck, like how you ask it to pass, it will do it. That's how it is. Is that okay, Kirtana?
Yes, sir. Then we would have come across the same thing from the beginning, right? Not
Yes,
here alone
yes,
we are
not only
seeing
here on.
this.
Yes, yes,
Okay, okay, got
yes.
it, sir.
Okay, yeah. Now, okay, is that okay, guys? Shall we move to the next one? Shall we move to the next one? Yeah. Okay. Now listen to me carefully. Okay. In languages like C++, in languages like Java, you have something called as you know, method overloading or function overloading. Okay, you know what do you mean by that, function overloading or method overloading? Okay, it means, listen to me carefully. I know if you don't know C++ or Java, it's okay. Okay, but I'm just trying to give you a scenario there. Okay, if suppose, listen to me, I have a call like this. Okay, say I want to find the sum. Okay, sum, let me divide this into two columns. Suppose I want to say 2 comma 5. Okay, and this is one call, and then I want to say sum comma 2.5 comma 3.5. I'm talking about in C++ or Java, such kind of languages. Okay, not in Python. Okay, and then I want to pass say some say hello, something like this. Okay, then I want to say sum. Okay, 2.5 comma 3.5 comma 6.6. That's all, 6 like this, right? Now, okay, now tell me, okay, in C++ or Java, okay, you must write, you can write 4 different function definitions for this. That is, first one would be sum int x comma int y. Int y. Okay, open the brace, close the brace, do something. Second one, for to match this function. Okay, sum float x comma float y. Float y. Okay, to match the second function call. Third, we have sum. Okay, which says, you know, in C++ it would be char star, or in Java it would be string s. Okay, open brace and close brace. And for the fourth one, you can have a definition like this: sum of, you know, float x comma float y comma, okay, and int x. Correct, like this. So in languages like C and C++ and Java, this is basically called as function overloading or method overloading. It means, okay, single function name, guys, listen to me very carefully. Okay, single function name, but you have, okay, multiple function definitions. single function name and multiple function definitions. So this is basically called as what, guys? Danya, do you know what is this called as? This is basically called as method overloading or function overloading. Means single function name having multiple definitions, okay, doing different things, and it will change based on the number of parameters, type of parameters, and the order of parameters. This is basically called as function overloading in C++ or Java kind of languages, okay. But in Python there is no concept called as function overloading or method overloading. Please keep this in mind. In Python there is no method overloading. Can anyone guess why? Can anyone guess why? You can unmute yourself and talk to me if you can guess why. In C++ and Java it is there, method overloading is there, where you have a single function name but different method definition to satisfy different pattern parameters. Exactly, Jyoti, you are right. Okay, so exactly correct, Geeta, right. So basically what happens is that in Java or C++, okay, you give this data type name over here. You have to separately say what is the data type that you are receiving. Whereas in Python, because it is dynamically typed, okay, it can, any parameter can take any type of data. You need not write separate method definition for it. Agreed, disagree, guys? Agreed, disagree? Guys, agree, disagree to this? Okay, so you are writing different function definitions in Java or C++ because to satisfy different data types. Did you see that the types are different over here? Whereas in Python, you know, it is all dynamically typed. You pass any type of data, it can accept it. Yes or no? So that is why you do not have method overloading. But still, if you want to achieve something like this, a method overloading kind of thing, okay, so you can achieve it using, okay, a concept called as, which we have already discussed, which is a concept called as, you know, default arguments. So you can see here I have two different functions, same name, okay, with a different type of parameter and the different number of parameters. In the first call I have 3 parameters, in the second call I have 2 parameters. Guys, did you see, notice this? Did you notice this? Did you notice? Yes or no? Okay, I have two function calls over here, to sum and sum. Okay, for the first call I am passing 3 parameters, whereas the second call I'm passing only 2 parameters. Also the type is also changed over here. Okay, but how many function definitions are there? How many function definitions are there, guys, over here? Okay, there's only one, right? But if it was in C++ or Java, I had to write 2 different function definitions. One wouldn't have been enough. 2 had to be written. But in Python, because of the concept of you know, what is that, dynamically typed concept, okay, I can satisfy this. You know what happens in the first case? I will make use of the default arguments. Okay, I'll make use of default arguments. So if suppose I'm not passing any parameter for the third, not passing any value to the third parameter, I will you know, automatically store none you know, none into it, or you can say 0 into it, or whatever it is. So when I say 1 2 3 for the first time, okay, so in the first time I'm passing the values for A, B, and C, isn't it, guys? Yes or no? A is 1, B is 2, and C is 3. Yes or no, guys? Tell me. Yes or no? Correct. No. So if A is not equal to none and B is not equal to none and C is not equal to none, then I will say A plus B plus C. In the first case, this will work. Okay. In the second case, 1.5 and 2.5. What will happen? So A would be 1.5, B would be 2.5, and C would be none. That is, I'm not giving any values into C. So automatically C would be none. Therefore, this will not match. A is not equal to none is true, and then B is not equal to none is also true. Okay. And then C is not equal to none becomes false because it is equal to none. Therefore, it comes to the else part, and then say A plus B. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to achieve method overloading concept that is available in C++ and Java through the concept of default arguments in Python. Is that okay? So what I want you to understand is there is no method overloading concept in Python. Is that okay, guys? Guys, is that okay? Guys, is that okay? Everyone? Okay. Okay. So shall we start operator overloading tomorrow? It requires a little bit of, you know, a lot of things are there to learn. So shall we discuss it tomorrow, guys? Operator overloading. Everyone okay? Yeah. Okay. Fine. Did you enjoy today's session? Did you enjoy today's session, guys? Yeah. Okay. So fine then. So do that assignment and post it in the group. So we'll meet tomorrow. Is that okay? Chalo. Until then, bye bye. Good night. Take care. Bye.